Welcome to the Georgia Department of Education Math Professional Learning video. This video is specifically designed for 4th grade educators. This segment will focus on Standard 4 MD1. Let's first start by taking a look at the progression of measurement. Measurement with standard units begins in 2nd grade, where students select an appropriate tool to measure length. Then in 3rd grade, our students measure liquid, volume, and mass, specifically grams, kilograms, and liters. And now in 4th grade, we're asking them to progress even further. And their first step in their measurement journey is 4MD1. Standard 4MD1 focuses on knowing the relative sizes of measurement units within one system of units. And then we have our 3 substandards. Substandard A, understand the relationship between gallons, cups, quarts, and pints. Substandard B, express larger units in terms of smaller units, but within the same measurement system. And Substandard C, using a 2-column table to record measurement equivalents. Some misconceptions that educators may or may not have about this standard is that students still need to memorize the conversion factors for the given measurement unit, like 3 feet equal 1 yard. Well, that's not the case anymore. Our students are given the conversion factors on the Georgia milestones, and Standard 4MD1 is more about emphasizing the application and understanding of the relative sizes of the measurement units. Another misconception that educators may have is that students have had lots of prior experience in grades K through 3 with measurement standards. Well, we've just looked at that progression of measurement from 2nd grade until now, and as you can see, while students have had experience with measurement, their focus has been very limited in grades K through 3. Now we're actually asking them to go much deeper. Students have never done conversion within a system of measurement until this point, and now we're asking them to take these larger units and express it in terms of the smaller unit. There's also new terms this year that students will be introduced to. For example, pound, gallon, cup, milligram, just to name a few. Let's look at Substandard B, express larger units in terms of smaller units, but within the same measurement system. This is a spot where we need to also understand the progression of this substandard. In 4th grade, a student may be asked how many inches are in 4 yards, which requires multiplication to produce the solution. But in 5th grade, a student will be asked to go the opposite way. In other words, how many yards are in 48 inches, which requires the student to use division or the finding of a missing factor to arrive at the solution. As you can tell, the 5th grade standard is much more difficult than the 4th grade expectation. As educators, focus on just having our students become proficient in going from the larger units to the smaller units. Let's look at Substandard C, using a 2-column table to record measurement equivalents. This is where we will really see our standards of mathematical practice kick in. With standard mathematical practice 7 and 8, it's all about patterns and looking at the patterns and analyzing the relationship between them. When they're filling out this 2-column table, let's say 12 inches equals 1 foot, for example, then hopefully they'll start seeing a pattern as they complete the table. 24 inches equals 2 feet, and so forth. And this is the point where my students are engaging in the standard mathematical practice 7 and 8, because they're seeing that pattern emerge. Now that we've taken some time to look at Standard 4MD1, the deconstruction of the standard, the progression of measurement, and even some common misconceptions, we want to take you into a classroom where students are just beginning their authentic self-discovery into measurement during their 4th grade year. You will notice throughout the video clips, if a student or teacher is displaying a standard of mathematical practice, that will be noted for you on the screen as well. Standard of Mathematical Practice 1, make sense of problems and persevere in solving them, is very evident here.
$96.
And how did you know it's 96? I noticed you multiplied 48 by 2.
Well, 48 times 2 from the purple ones is 96, but if you add 12, that's 108.
108 units? Okay, so the orange rod is the same as 108 units. So now looking at that and thinking back on all the other measurement activities that we did, do you remember that 1 foot is the same as
12 inches.
12 inches? So can you tell me how many inches is 11 feet? And how can you use the rods to help you? So for example, if I said that one white rod is 12 inches, then that means one white rod is also the same as 1 foot. So then how many inches are in 11 feet?
Once again, look at how such a rich and rigorous task is engaging the student and pushing his understanding to a whole new level.
Considering everything you have learned about measurement, can you tell me a case where 10 is less than 1? Yes.
10 minutes in 1 hour.
Okay, 10 minutes is less than 1 hour. Okay.
10 centimeters is less than 1 meter.
10 millimeters is less than 1 meter. Very nice. Yes.
10. Let's go. One foot is greater than 10 inches.
Yes, 10 inches is less than 1 foot. Okay.
10 months is less than 1 year.
One more time.
10 months.
Oh, 10 months is less than 1 year. You're extending your thinking.
Thank you for watching this professional learning video on Standard 4 MD1 as brought to you by the Georgia Department of Education.